So also let's get started with our first video for about 4 weeks. So I've been away on military service. I've been stuck in sunny Wales firing tanks on the fire ranges down there, which is nice. In actual fact I was loading them this time, but so obviously this is my first video for about probably 4 or 5 weeks. So I thought I'd start with something a little bit different. This time we're going to have a look at a mod. So a bit different than normal flying or gameplay or whatever. So we're actually going to look at a mod that's been created by some of the members of the community. So anyone who's on the Eagle Dynamics forum will know Joey45. And he sent me a message saying that he'd been working on this mod. So I thought I'd have a look at it. And so without further ado, let's go to a external view. And the mod is HMS Hermes. So a new aircraft carrier being brought into the game by Joey. So yeah, where to start? Obviously our first sort of British carrier mod, and it's bringing a ski jump into it for the Blue Forces. As you can see, it's very much work in progress. I'll get that out there now. Obviously I said to Joey any videos I made that I would like hammer home the fact that it is work in progress, but as you can see there's a hell of a lot of work been done to it. When I press play in a moment, you'll see that the radar moves, you can see the exhaust, the smoke coming out of the exhaust, all that good stuff. So currently we've just heading along the coast at about 11 knots, nothing special. All we're going to do is have a little fly around, have a little look at it. So without further ado, let's jump back into the cockpit and hit the pause brake, put the track IR on. Oh, that wasn't quite what I wanted, central that. And now you can see, as you can see there, the radar's moving, you've got smoke effects, all that good stuff. As you can see there's lights on the carrier as well, which is a nice addition, especially for a mod created by users. And one thing I am happy with, we've now got a moving map in the Harrier, we can use our radios. That was a nice surprise when I got home yesterday. So I think without further ado, this is actually the first time we're going to take off on a ski jump with the Harrier. I've not actually done it at all on this game so far. I've actually just used the Tawara. So to that end, we will rock and roll. So you can see there's a lot of detail in the carrier already. Obviously, like I said, it's still very much work in progress, but you can see a lot of work been done by the guys making it. So we'll get ourselves lined up, and as we fly the circuit, we'll have a look at the carrier as well as we can. So we'll line up here about a 600. I think it's 600 foot, is it? It's definitely not 600 meters. So yards maybe. We'll call it position 7. We'll stop here and we'll get up the ski jump. So we'll give ourselves a bit of brakes, a bit of speed. But have we got water on? Yep, we'll roll with that, and away we go. Straight up the ski jump, we're just pushing us a little bit more just to give us a power. There we go, straight up, not a problem there. Obviously we've got no ordnance, we've got a lot of fuel, however I will start to dump some in a minute. So let's get the gear up, gear's coming up now. And we'll change the HUD in a moment as well. Look back behind us, see the smoke pouring out of the exhaust there, and we'll begin our right hand bank. I'm not saying that when I land on this carrier it's going to be anything more than a mess, because like I said, I've been away for about 5 weeks, so my hand won't be quite in it. If we get it on the deck in one piece, I'll be happy, put it that way. Okay, so while we're doing that, let's go a bit external there. See, we're taking a bit of a wide circuit here. We'll go for fly past the carrier slowly. We'll try and slow down to about 120, 130 knots. So yeah, like I said, Joey approached me asking if we would help him test it, and so far I'm nothing but impressed. Like I said, it's taken me a while to actually install it and actually have a go on it. It's actually my first flight off it making this video, so there's something, and I'm really impressed by it, to be fair. I mean, like I said, there's still a couple of bits that he's working on at the moment, but as it stands, it's a really good carrier, and it looks like it'll be a lot of fun. You see it there in the... my track IR settings aren't the best as I normally fly in VR, but I've also had not a lot of time to refine them prior to making this video. Let's have a look at the old external. There's our glorious Harrier for starters. And there's HMS Hermes. I'm just going to try and slow her down a little bit so we can go past. So yeah, it's really good actually. I'm really impressed, and I take my hat off to Joey for making this and doing all the time and the work on. He's put on it. I know he's got a couple of videos on his YouTube channel. I'll post a link to that in my description actually. If for any reason I forget, someone put a comment and make sure I do.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yeah, now Betty's not going to be very happy with me because I don't intend on putting this gear down. Yeah, so we're trying to slow her right down, like I said, about 130, 120, 130 knots, there or thereabouts. Maybe a little bit more just to make sure we don't need to bother putting the water on.
Landing gear.
And we just have a little slow pass.
Landing gear.
Or slowish, let's say.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
So we're just below 140 knots, that should do us, I think. Try and slow it down a little bit more if I can.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
As you can see, it's a really good little model actually. It just sits quite nicely in the game. It's nice. The working radar's a really good touch, I think. So let's just keep a look as we spin back round again. And I was actually worried about obviously being a user-made mod that the ski jump might actually damage my Harrier as I took off, but no such thing. So it's really good actually. Please excuse if anyone heard the bloody text message. I'll mute your bloody phone. Hopefully you won't hear that again. But yeah, it's only a quick video just looking at the mod and basically the hard work that he's put into it. Go for another little bit of an external. What side are we? There we are. And I think the textures, especially for being a work in progress, are really, really good at the moment. I must say I am impressed with the little moving map now. I'm happy that we've got access to the map now on the Harrier and we've got the radios now. Not that I've utilised them for this obviously. Makes it a lot more employable as such, the Harrier, in, you know, detailed missions. I think this time we'll actually try and land. I say try because like I said, not played it for a long time. Anything could happen right now. So here we go, we'll try and slow her right down now, the best I can, because this is going to be jerky at best, so I won't expect anything other than potentially a fireball. So that nice deck that Joey's created for HMS Hermes may become damaged very shortly. But time will tell. So like I said, it's moving at about 11 knots I think. I didn't put it up to anything special, I just left it at the default speed and just set a waypoint further up the coast. So I think it's about 11 knots, so if we just try and approach it, it's just going to be slowing down that much I think. About 30 knots would have been better, that would have been a lot easier to control on the Harrier. But we'll roll with it, we'll see what happens. Have I put a good test of just how firm the deck is in the moment, judging on how hard I'm probably going to come down. I really do like the moving radar, I really do. It's a really good looking model, especially from even from this distance, and close up just looks even better. So I can't wait till he completely finishes the model. It's going to stay installed on my computer that way, and it will just get updated as he makes any amendments to it. Okay, this is going to be the stressful point. As you can see, we're quite jerky already, let alone when we get over the deck. You see my stick going 10 to the dozen. The problem is I haven't got my extension on my Warthog at the moment either, so it's not quite as desensitised as I'd like. So there we are. I like the little crane at the back of the tower as well. It's a nice little addition. As you can see just there, just at the back of the tower, the little what looks to be a crane. We're just going to try and get it somewhere on the deck. I'm not going to land anywhere in particular. But yeah, what I would say is this will definitely be staying installed on my computer. It's a really good model so far, and it's only looking like it's going to get better with all the updates that Joey sends me. So what I would say is definitely keep your eyes peeled for this when this one comes out, and it'll be a, I'd say probably for a lot of people, a must-have and a must install. So, ooh, that wasn't too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Relatively central, and I don't think we damaged it too much. It looks fairly good. Okay, so to that end, guys, that's the end of the video. So, like I said, a quick mod there, quick first look at a mod there, HMS Hermes by Joey45. Like I said, guys, check it out, and thanks for watching.